Okay, this is a tutorial for a silver smoky eye. First up, you take Too Faced Shadow Insurance. Now you take a flat eyeshadow brush and a silver eyeshadow of your choice. I'm going to be using this one. And gently press it on your lid like so. Now taking a black eyeshadow on a smaller brush, just a very little amount, I'm going to add it to the outer corner. Now I'm taking some glitter glue and just putting it slightly on the back of my hand, just a dot, not too much, and some silver glitter. So this glitter is very potent. I'm just going to mix it in the glitter glue very lightly and then start dabbing it on top of the eyeshadow. Now I'm taking this very light color and just adding it to my brow bone for some highlight. Adding a little bit more of the black just for some more effect. Eyeliner. Now I'm adding a clear mascara just to clean up my lashes and also to use as a primer before I go in with the proper mascara. Going in with the Tarte tubing mascara. I'm going to add a black eyeliner to my lower lash line. Now I'm going to take this powder on a puff. This is the same color as my foundation, and then I'm lightly going to clean up all of the glitter that has fallen on my face using this puff and gently clean up my eye makeup before I add blush and finish the look. And this is the final look. Okay, so there are two ways that you can clean up the glitter that's fallen on your face after you've already done your base and you're working on your eye makeup. So as you can see, there is some glitter on my face from the eye makeup that I just did. So I'm going to go in with a puff and using a powder of the same shade as my foundation, I'm just going to take it generously on this puff and then I'm just going to start dusting off the glitter. And this works pretty well because I'm going to add a highlighter and my blush. So once I do that, they are all just going to blend in together. The second method is taking a large amount of translucent powder on a fan brush and putting it under your eye like so. Okay, and then you go and do the eye makeup. Okay, so now I'm back. I have done the makeup and what I'm going to do now is take the same fan brush and start dusting off the powder that I had added. So all of the fallout from the glitter has fallen on top of this powder, and as I brush it off, it's also taking away all the glitter and cleaning the makeup that I did while adding a highlight under my eye. So this is also a really nice method. I am not a very big fan of it just because I find it that a little more messy. This is what the makeup looks like once I've added my blush and some highlight. If you're still concerned about glitter falling from your eyeshadow onto your base, you can always do the eye makeup before the rest of your face.
We are having a clearance sale. This sensory activity board only costs $3.99 with free shipping. Click the link below and shop now. If you're a mom and want to let your kids play games quietly for a while, check out this sensory activity board. It only costs $3.99 with free shipping. Click the link below and buy it.
Hi guys, I'm going to be performing an experiment on those 3 sunscreens to check their efficacy. And I'm using an apple because I can't do that on my skin. So I'm cutting out my apple. After that, I lay them. Then I apply the sunscreen. On the first apple, I have my Desire sunscreen. And on the second apple, I'm putting my Skin Lab sunscreen. And on the third apple, I'm putting the Dr. Rashid sunscreen. Then the fourth apple is going to be without a sunscreen. So we see how the sun affects your skin without the sunscreen. So we're just going to take them and lay them under the sun to check what happens to them. Follow for part 2.
We already knew that these little motherfuckers were real. But from our understanding, anybody that exposes extraterrestrials magically vanish. What makes this a bit confusing is that the US Congress just admitted on live TV that aliens were real and that they recovered non-human bodies at UFO crashings. 2023 has more UFO sightings than any other year. And these some bitches also been hiding their spaceships inside of clouds. They got this shit dead in our face. Just go watch the movie Nope. Besides that lady on that plane was not bullshitting. There was a witness on a plane that accused that same motherfucker of blinking like a reptile. There's really no telling what's living among us. Now my grandmother is a down-to-earth Christian lady, and I asked her, do she think aliens are real? And it was like she stared into my soul before she told me yes, they are real, grandbaby. I seen one looking at me through my bathroom window, and the closest thing to her was a microwave. So she picked that motherfucker up and threw it at his ass, but he was gone. But check this shit out though. In Siberia, 1982, several Russian scuba divers were on an underwater search. That's when they realized that they were being watched by 5 alien-like creatures. It looked like they had on silver swimsuits with no oxygen tanks. They were also like 9 feet tall, with a motherfucking bubble-like helmet on their head. That shit was invisible. So one of these scuba divers tried shooting a net on one of these aliens to capture it. But that's when he fucked up. He missed, and they hit his ass with a supersonic blast. It was some real Dragon Ball shit. The blast was strong enough to kill 3 and left the other 4 divers in critical condition. And there's a new massive ocean that was found 400 miles below the Earth's crust.